Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place. A veritable Camelot of the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but by the fine folks at Amazon Prime. Right out of the vault, this is going to be a spoiler-free video. I don't even know what you're doing here watching this if you're worried about spoilers though. Get out of here. Go finish watching Fallout. Go on, Fallout is an 8-episode TV series created for Amazon Prime Video, led by Graham Wagner and Geneva Robertson Dworet. It's based on the Fallout video game series, which we all know and love, and stars Ella Purnell, Aaron Moten, and Walton Goggins as the 3 titular characters. Fallout was released in full on Amazon Prime on April 10th, 2024. A brief history of where I stand as a Fallout fan. Fallout 3 was my first Fallout game, and I absolutely loved it. A friend of mine lent me the Game of the Year edition, and I was hooked. But much like the other Bethesda games of that era, I wasn't able to fully appreciate what it did. There's still a lot in that game that I never experienced because I would get open world anxiety and I would restart over and over and over again. It's the same reason I've never beaten Skyrim. Fallout 4 was the first real deep dive where I did everything that I could. Well, I tried to. I almost got the platinum on that one, can't quite remember why I stopped trying. I think I was only 1 or 2 trophies away. I never got around to playing New Vegas or the originals despite owning them on GOG and now them being available on Game Pass, and I originally hated the direction that 76 was going in. But after being convinced to give it a try after its release, and as it's been updated over the years, Fallout 76 has kind of weaseled its way into my heart as one of my favorite Fallout experiences. Just on a gameplay level. When this project was announced back in 2020, I have to be completely honest, I didn't have a single drop of faith in it. Video game adaptations have gotten so much better over the years. We've gotten some real bangers recently, but the live action ones tend to leave a lot to be desired, at least for me. The first real trailer did fill me with hope though, and I am so happy to say that Fallout is a fantastic live action adaptation that is going to please new viewers and old fans alike. Don't look at me that way, no one knew that Fallout was going to be this good. If the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a masterclass in adapting a game's nostalgia, and The Last of Us is a masterclass in adapting a game's story, then Fallout is a masterclass in adapting the feelings you get while actually playing that game. On the surface, this is a good, solid show that anyone can watch and enjoy. My girlfriend is completely unfamiliar with Fallout as a franchise and was able to be drawn in and care about the world and characters all the same. When you dig deeper though, it's made even greater by the love and attention to detail not just in the world and visual display, but in how it converts Fallout player experiences to a screen. Any adaptation can create and place Easter eggs for people to point to and be like, oh, I know where that's from, but I was just so taken aback with how often Fallout had me going, oh wow, I've actually done that, and I've been in that exact situation. Like what dealing with being over encumbered would actually feel like, or walking into an abandoned building and finding yourself in the middle of a new side quest, or one character being more proficient with a 10mm pistol over another because we can assume she has the small guns perk. That's not to say that the show strays from more traditional fan service either. The sound of a Pip-Boy's flashlight turning on, or the way the camera follows a bullet slightly off center to its target the same way the VAT system does, or someone taking really intense limb damage and then downing chems to fix it. Someone even uses a freaking junk jet. A junk jet! These are all there too, and it's glorious. So, the Fallout TV show is canon to the games. They all coexist. This is simply another story in this world just at a different point in the timeline. And you can feel it. It feels like a Bethesda Fallout game, just one you're not playing directly. It's almost like watching someone else play through the games. I think this feeling comes from the fact that this show is unabashedly embracing the wackiness, silliness, chaos, and somber darkness of these games. I don't know how, but they really managed to nail the balancing act that is the tone of Fallout, but it's really impressive that they did. Perfect example. Anyone who has played Fallout knows what a Stimpak is. Stimpaks are used in the show, and this could have easily been a situation where they felt the need to overground the world in reality and explain the inner workings or even change what we know a Stimpak is and how it works to fit into a live action scenario. Nope. Screw that, they didn't. Stimpaks work the exact same way that they do in the games, and that's it. I think the reason that Fallout works so well is that it's not ashamed of being a video game adaptation, or of these elements from the game. It revels in them. It uses them to its advantage. It doesn't shy away from the silliness or the extreme gore that Fallout is known for. Not only is the video gaminess of it all on full display, but it's also being held in such high regard. This isn't What If Fallout, but real life. This is just Fallout. Ella Purnell as Lucy, the doe-eyed and typical happy-go-lucky vault dweller that's forced to venture into the unforgiving wasteland, brings so much heart to the show. She's fantastic, and watching her character growth feels like you're actually watching her level up. At no point does her naivety stop her from feeling capable, which could have dampened the show. But she, very much like a player character, keeps the momentum moving forward. Aaron Clifton Moten as Maximus, the driven but ill-prepared wannabe Brotherhood of Steel knight, is also great. I didn't love him at first, but he's become such a likable character in the second half of the season that it retroactively changes how I felt about him at the start. That's all I'll say about that. Walton Goggins is the badass, trash-talking, rootin'-tootin' ghoul bounty hunter who just chews the scenery every single chance he gets. When the ghoul is on screen, he's the only thing on screen. These three characters combined give the watcher several different lenses with which to view the wasteland as their personal stories progress and intersect. They also seem to represent different player archetypes. Lucy is the new first-time player, Maximus is like your second playthrough where you're trying to roleplay one of the factions you didn't initially pick, and the ghoul is a long-time player who knows how to min-max every situation to their advantage. I gotta take this moment to say that every single actor and actress in this show kinda nails it. Not just the three leads, but all of the side characters in true Fallout fashion steal the show. Whether it's the other Vault Dwellers or Brotherhood Squires or random Wastelanders, everyone here is in perfect form. And I feel like these performances elevate not just the B and C plots, but the whole show to a new level. I don't want to get into the main plot too much here, but I will say that there is a main quest that Lucy is on that deals with her father, and it does get constantly interrupted by side questing, which is a really nice meta touch. The ghoul even makes a comment about it. It's a satisfying story that fits the world and feels familiar if you've played Fallout 3 and 4. There is a satisfying conclusion to the season, but it definitely leaves some stuff up in the air to explore deeper if there is a season 2. Something I wasn't expecting was how much pre-war stuff we got. The show gives us a really good glimpse into the past and delivers some Vault-Tec lore that I really appreciate. Fleshes out the universe and the many shades of gray within. I also could have sworn that Matt Berry was in these segments, but upon second viewing I could only find regular human bartender Jackie Daytona. The show is visually stunning too. Outside of one scene featuring some lackluster face CGI, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about the second you see it. The show and the rest of its CGI is beautiful. From the large, sprawling shots of the emptiness of the wasteland, to the horrifyingly mutated wildlife, to the subtle environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for. It's all there and it's all realized so well. Fallout sets the bar pretty high for video game adaptations moving forward. The way it understands its source material and doesn't try to change it to fit into this live-action mold, but instead embraces what makes Fallout great and builds off of that is truly inspiring. If you're going to adapt a video game into a TV show, this is how you do it. The showrunners did their homework and it shows. They didn't feel the need to rework or redesign things solely to fit live action. I keep bringing it up because I think it's important to note how authentic this show is to the way it treats its characters, world, and story. And that is my key takeaway. This is an authentic Fallout experience through and through. To quote the great Todd Howard, it just works. Whether you're a Vault Dweller new to the franchise or a lifelong Wastelander, I cannot recommend Fallout enough. Side note, can we get a petition started right now to get a perk in a future Fallout game like The Mysterious Stranger, but instead of a random dude, it's Walton Goggins as the ghoul who pops up, destroys some enemies, and then walks away with a small percentage of your caps as payment? I'm just saying, that would be pretty effing cool. But hey, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you thought of Amazon Prime's Fallout in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you really enjoyed this video, subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this video, ring-a-ding that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.